Malcom, Phoebe, and Ava. Today we're going to be talking about a band that lives just down the road at Napa High and their marching band. Ethnomusicology is more than just the culture. It's their identity, and we're going to be exploring that today. Not just what they play, but why they play and how they play. Let's dive right into it.
We won't just be looking at the band members themselves. We'll be interviewing the band director, those close to them, and we'll be looking at the history of marching band and how it has evolved. We're not just interested in the notes they play, but we're interested in their stories and the culture behind the marching band of Napa High.
Marching bands are more than synchronized steps and brass instruments. They're living traditions, echoes of history, culture, and community that continue to shape the identities of schools and towns across the United States. To understand their significance, we begin at their origin. Marching bands trace their roots back to military troops as early as the Ottoman Empire. Centuries ago, drums and horns helped guide soldiers through long journeys, kept morale high, and even coordinated movement in the chaos of the battlefield. Today's marching formations and crisp, coordinated movements still reflect those early purposes. Some of the strongest reminders of those origins are still visible. The structured uniforms, the hierarchy of drum majors, section leaders, and ranks, all of these echo the discipline and organization of military life, adapted now for performance and education. Our focus is Napa High School, located in the heart of California's wine country and is one of the region's oldest educational institutions. Founded in 1897, it has served as a cultural and educational anchor for more than a century. And at the center of its traditions, its heartbeat has always been the marching band. The Napa High Band program has over 100 years of history, making it one of the longest standing traditions in the region. Generations of students have worn its uniforms, played its melodies, and carried its legacy forward. The school's mascot has evolved as well. Once known as the Indians, Napa High made a significant change in 2018, becoming the Napa Valley Grizzlies, a shift that reflected the community's values and recognition of cultural sensitivity. Yet through these changes, the band remained a constant symbol of unity and pride. Today, the Grizzlies Marching Band is more than a school ensemble. For many local families, it's a reason to gather. Some community members come to the football games not just for the competition, but to see the band take the field, to hear the familiar fight song, and to share in the excitement that only live performance can bring. The reach of the Napa High Marching Band extends far beyond the school grounds. The Grizzlies regularly perform at community-centered events, holiday parades, regional celebrations, and outreach programs for younger students across Napa Valley. Their performances help connect generations, inspire future musicians, and contribute to a shared cultural landscape. In many ways, the band acts as both a reflection and a builder of Napa's identity. It reinforces community pride, strengthens cultural continuity, and creates a sense of belonging for students and residents alike. Through music, movement, and tradition, the band weaves itself into the story of Napa Valley. From military roots to modern-day Friday night lights, from discipline to creativity, and from historical tradition to community celebration, marching bands continue to shape the lives and identities of students across the nation. In Napa Valley, this tradition resonates deeply. The Napa High Marching Band is more than a group of musicians. It is a living, breathing symbol of unity, pride, and the enduring power of shared sound.
Next is an interview of the band director. I put it through a modifier to take out the background noise, so the voices got a little messed up, but here it is.
So what's your favorite part about being the band director?
It has to do somewhere in a place where the kids get it and it becomes self-perpetual. So I see that they understand why I can be such a taskmaster, and then we get out and we do something and something happens and they realize why we had to work so hard to do all that, and it works. And then they realize it and the light goes on, and at that point all of that kid stuff goes away and the young adult starts happening. So that's an exciting moment.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then could you tell us a little bit about the traditions and history of the Napa High Marching Band?
The band started around 1914 as its own band, separate from the orchestra. But then in the, I want to say in the 20s, in the 30s, somewhere in there, in between wars, a teacher came in and started marching, and they started making the letter N, and then he had to go off back to war. He was drafted back to war, and that's when the marching band started. We started as early as Cal did, and so the two screws were tied together. And then we get into the music. Most of them at this stage in the game come from very deprived music program, where they are far below basic level for the state of California's requirements. And so we have to get them up to speed. So we start with really easy songs. We teach them how to memorize, and we start scaffolding based upon that, and we start teaching them how to learn the music, how to repeat the music, and how to memorize.
Who do you think that like the band is playing for? Like, who's the audience?
At the adolescent level, it's for themselves, because that's where they are at developmentally.
Right.
At football games, there's not a lot of cheering and clapping because our football team's losing, and so we don't have a lot of people in the stand. It's really for themselves and a test to see if they can climb to the top of the mountain. And basically, climbing to the top of the mountain is having a successful halftime show. And then what we learned this year is in the stands, when we play in the stands, performing music that is functional in the stands at a football game. The kids don't care about football points. They just want to be a viable part of the event, and be a contributor.
And then big game. Could you tell me a little bit about the band's role for a big game?
Yeah, big game is one of those really proud tradition things. A lot of our traditions have been taken away from us for, quote, safety reasons. Most of it is liability and money. We've been able to keep the tradition of marching through campus and marching straight through the superintendent's offices, and we're holding on to that last tradition. And we're very happy with that last tradition, and our principal is upholding that, and we're doing that. They took away the bonfire rally, so there's no bonfire rally.
They did that when I was there too.
They took away the nighttime rally, so it's no longer a nighttime rally. And now it's just a regular pep rally during the day. We didn't know if you were going to have enough people for a marching band this year. We only had 23 people left in our marching band. So luckily, a miracle, we got like 35 people in marching band more this year. Never has happened before. We had a lot of work to do. So we worked and we worked and we worked and we worked. And we learned the music. They finally got it. We memorized it. We finally were outside, started working on formations, and we put it together. This year was a real workout, but we got it done. And it's a thing. It's something that we're really proud of. It's a real college level experience. It blows away everybody else. The other side can't even touch it. We don't stop for that 6 minutes. We're almost constantly in motion. We don't stop playing music. We're almost constantly playing music. And there's a constant in and out of different groups running onto the field, dancing, doing hip hop routines, jazz dancing, doing like your basic cheerleading, spirit leading, that kind of thing. And every year it's different. And every halftime show is different. We don't do the same halftime show. We don't do this for points. We don't do this to compete against other schools. It's mostly an intrinsic motivation. And that's why my highlight is when the kids finally understand why we did all that work and they can see it. The intrinsic kicks in right there. And then they can do whatever they want in life, wherever they go. They know how hard to work. They know that work's going to pay off. And they can see that end result.
It's pretty amazing to be able to have a marching band after everything we've been through. We've been fighting really hard to keep this thing going. Pretty soon, though, there's going to be a day and you're going to say, where are all the marching bands at? You got to think what's going on, the decisions being made. Elementary kids can't ride a bus because they got an instrument now. No middle school music at K through 8 schools. Soon. You guys, it's a public school. If you want instrumental music, you just got to tell them. You got to show them how important this is to you, because they don't hear it from me. They don't hear it from us. This isn't something you can take for granted. We've been working extremely hard since band camp. A lot of these kids are new. It's a miracle that they're here. We want to thank you so much. Don't let it go away. Mic drop.
So I'm here with the principal, Dr. Ainsworth, and he's going to tell us a few words about the Napa High School Marching Band.
I believe a healthy band is an indicator of a really, really healthy school. When you have kids playing music, they're doing and thriving in just about everywhere else in school. So.
Awesome. Thank you.
As well as providing the students of Napa High School with musical education, being involved with the band helps to foster community between students and their families. Many students use the marching band as a way to build community and make friendships with their fellow bandmates that last throughout their 4 years of high school and beyond. When observing the marching band before, during, and after their performances, it was clear to see the communal aspect of the band. They were not only participating to do well in competitions and shows, but because of the close-knit bonds that they have developed, and the sense of accomplishment they received by playing alongside their fellow bandmates. As well as fostering community among the students, the marching band also gives families a way to be involved and support the program. Many parents volunteer their time to help out during band events, helping to take the weight off of the band director's shoulders and ensure the marching band and its events run smoothly. The marching band is a source of pride within the community, and many parents find enjoyment in watching their children perform in the band. In fact, it is not uncommon for parents attending football games in which the marching band performs to be there specifically for the marching band. Many students and parents of Napa High School, whether directly involved in the marching band or not, enjoy watching their performances and feel pride at the accomplishments of the band. Additionally, it is very common for siblings to be a part of the band. Many families see the older siblings' experience in band and decide to enroll the younger siblings as well, leading to the parents' continuation in being involved and supportive of the band. It is not uncommon for siblings to be a part of the marching band at the same time, which can be a positive experience for the whole family. Despite the continued support by the families of Napa High School, in recent years the marching band, and school band programs in the United States as a whole, have been struggling. Budget cuts and lack of community support have led to the discontinuation of band programs, affecting all levels of the Napa public school system. In the past several years, elementary schools in Napa have stopped offering music programs, and only 2 middle schools in the area have continued to offer band classes. This drastic decrease in the number of music programs available in the area has resulted in the number of students feeding into the band to drop well below what was expected in previous years. 7 years ago, in 2018, the band was comprised of over 100 students. Now, that number has dropped down to about 50. While the students, directors, and families are all fiercely dedicated to the continuation of the band, it goes to show that public musical education in the United States is struggling, and without support from the community and funding from the school board, these programs that help foster music and community may cease to be.
For fundraising, the marching band goes on a small tour every year. For example, a trip to the Palm Springs to be in the Christmas parade and a big trip every 4 years to places like Hawaii and Ireland. The trips give the students a chance to see different places and share their music with many people. To fundraise for these trips, they work at the local bingo hall, selling popcorn, coffee, and candies to the bingo players. They also do a car wash, and parents volunteer to sell popcorn at the local games. These fundraisers also connect the band to the wider Napa community. People who don't have kids in the program still come to bingo, still buy snacks, and still see signs around town. The band becomes visible not just as entertainment at games, but as a group of young musicians working towards a common goal. From an ethnomusicology perspective, these trips and journeys can show how a high school ensemble can connect local identities to global musical networks, all through the simple act of walking and playing together in formation. Our argument is that the Napa High School Marching Band is more than just entertainment. It's a community shaped by history, school policy, and access to music education, and those forces determine who gets to be part of this musical tradition. Spending time with the Napa High Marching Band showed us that it's more than just an extracurricular. It's a community. Something else that really stuck out to me was how the marching band is really a family. They spend long hours together practicing, conversing, and their uniforms, everything that goes on is really a community that they've built, and I hope that they can continue this for many years to come.
We also saw that marching bands and bands in general are suffering in the public education system due to a lack of funding and support. It's not just a music issue. It's an issue involving equity and accessibility. And it's important that students are able to continue with these programs in order to further their musical education and build communities.
This project has opened my eyes on the rich history of marching bands, and I loved researching the Napa Valley High School Marching Band so I could learn about their rich culture and I can learn about the impact that the marching band has on the local community.
Hi everyone, my name is Phoebe, and I really enjoyed this project because I actually was in marching band when I was in high school at Napa High, and so I got to go reconnect with my old band director and see how things are going with the band, and it was really awesome to see and think about my high school days, very nostalgic, and also learn some new things along the way. So thank you everybody for watching our video, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye!